Hello, hello, and welcome back to Catching Up with Kate. And today, I thought I would do something a little bit different, a little bit spicy. What's spicy about 90s nostalgia? Nothing, actually. Actually, there's nothing spicy whatsoever about any of this, but I posted this thing on TikTok because I saw someone else's post where they were talking about the games that they played when they were born in like the 80s, I think it was the 80s. And I was like, oh my god, I'd like to do this as well. I'd like to hop on the trend because I thought it was so fun to look back on the games that I kind of grew up playing. And I don't think I really talk about it that much, but I had a lot of games that left quite a sizable impression on me as a 90s kid. Technically I am a 90s kid. Now, I know there's a whole lot of discourse around this where it's like, oh, well, you don't even remember the 90s, so why are you calling yourself a 90s kid? And it's like, yeah, well, that may be true, but I can't really call myself a 2000s kid because I wasn't born in the 2000s, so it's like, I don't know. Let's just say I grew up with games. That's all I have to say. And you know what? It's just a fun little thing today. We don't have to get too all up in arms over, you know, semantics. Pedantics. I don't know which one it is. Semantics definition. What's that? The study or science of meaning in language. The competence of a speaker with regard to the interpretation of the meaning of linguistic structures. The study of relationships between signs and symbols and what they represent. Pedantic meaning. Characterized by a narrow, often ostentatious concern for academic knowledge and formal rules. Of or pertaining to a pedant, characteristic of or resembling a pedant, ostentatious at learning. Overly concerned with formal rules and trivial points of learning. Listen, arguing over whether someone's a 90s kid or not feels trivial to me. Alright, let's get started with the whole thing, shall we? Shall we get started? Okay, let's get started with the first game. The first game, this is not in any particular order. At first I was kind of going through the order of games based on like what I remember like kind of firstly, but over time you'll see the games go from like sort of local network to like kind of online. Because as I was growing up, the internet grew up with me. I grew up with the internet, I guess. And it became a lot more established as I aged. And as I continue to age, it gets more and more established. So anyway, the first game is Diablo 2. I played Diablo 1 as well, and I played a little bit of Diablo 3. I didn't love 3 from what I played. It was a fun multiplayer experience for sure, but I think Diablo 2 is probably my favorite. I like Diablo 1, but in some cases it feels a little bit how do I say it? From memory, I just remember it didn't look, I like the aesthetic, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it appealed to me as much as Diablo 2. I know they're very similar aesthetically, but Diablo 2 feels like a good step up from Diablo 1, you know what I mean? So I really love Diablo 2. I have this awesome memory because you have to know, I was quite young when I played this the first time, and I remember I would always trade with my family members like gems and stuff. Like I'd always be like, oh, I'll give you this really cool thing that I picked up, but I want your gems. And they'd be like, really? Are you sure? You want my gems? Like, you could take this. This would make, I don't know, your character a lot cooler. I'd be like, no, give me the gems. I just wanted gems, and you'll see this when I talk about other games. I really like the gems and the rings. The second game is Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. I played a lot of different putt-putt games, but Putt-Putt Goes to the Moon was special to me because I don't know what was wrong with my game, but like as soon as Putt-Putt would go to the moon, the game would crash like pretty quickly after being on the moon. Like there was obviously something wrong with my CD, unfortunately, but I really liked that one. Putt-Putt Goes to the Moon. From what I did get to play of it, I loved it. I don't know if it's my favorite Putt-Putt. Putt-Putt Joins the Parade is one that I think of a lot when I think of Putt-Putt. But love those games, and you should know, if you don't know, you can actually buy them on Steam. You can get them still. So if you want to trip down memory lane, you should go on Steam. Okay. Next game, Neverwinter Nights. This is another one of those games where I remember loving like the gems and like the jewelry. Don't remember a whole lot more about the game, unfortunately. I think, yeah, I don't remember a whole heap of stuff. I think I did some magic in it or something. It's so unfortunate. I should probably like replay that or something because I would totally get it now. I don't remember much of it. Oh, and I remember liking like the portrait art too that you could choose. There was a lot of portrait art with like girls and cats. Girls and their little kitty cats, and I like those too. Wow, the things we remember. Or don't remember. The next one is Duke Nukem. I think it's called Duke Nukem 3D or something. Yeah. I liked this game a lot growing up. It was always really cool when you found like secret areas in levels. I think the very first level has like 2 really cool secret areas or something. I don't really remember the story of it, but it was really cool, really like alien-y. I distinctly remember though the like strippers in that game. If you go up to them and press like a button on them or something, I think they actually like show you their boobs, and their boobs have like snakes on them or something. Either that or my interpretation of the pixels could be totally wrong, and maybe they're like nipple tassels or something, but that left quite a sizable impression on me at a young age. Yeah, but the monsters were so cool in that game. Yeah, really cool stuff. I have a lot of good memories about playing Duke Nukem, especially with my family. I was probably super whiny because whenever we'd play deathmatch, of course, I was getting blown up. I was getting blown up all the time. I didn't stand a chance between my dad and my brother. Like, what the hell? What the helly? I got wrecked constantly in that. But it was super fun. I had a good time. Don't know if they love my whinging, but I probably got a couple kills in there actually, now that I think about it. They should have been nice to me and let me get some kills, which they might have, so yay. The next game, Black and White 2. Oh my god. I am obsessed with Black and White 2. Oh my god. Such a good fucking game. I love that game so much. It is so fun. I wish they would remake it, remaster it. I don't care. I just want more. I want more Black and White 2. Abso-fucking-lutely. I think, I don't know, it's like, it's a game that I still come back to like today. Like even like these days. I played it maybe a year ago or something. I tried replaying it. So much fun. But I will confess something, is that I never beat the Aztecs. It was really hard. I remember my recent playthrough, I got to the first Aztec level and I couldn't beat it. It's really hard. It's a really hard game, even if you're playing on, I don't even know if you can change the difficulty, but it's hard. I think it's hard for me because with the Aztec levels, I feel like you have to be so strategic. You have such little resources, and you kind of have to, I don't know, like you have to be kind of violent. I think you actually have to have like an army. When you start getting to the levels where like armies are like kind of important, I really like paying. I really like playing as a pacifist in that. I like doing the good run. I'm being the good god, but I feel like it's really hard to do that with the Aztecs, you know? The next game is Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. I played Warcraft 3, but then I remember one day we just had Frozen Throne. It came out, I guess, which I was like, oh cool, what is this? I feel like even today I can hear like the menu music. Like this is one of those images that just, it has sound to me. I love it. I love it so much. It's such a good game. I got another confession. Oh my god. I don't think I ever actually played the campaign. Yeah. I just played maps, like custom maps and stuff. Yeah, so I think some of the maps that I was going through my files because I actually still have my copy of Warcraft 3 from like 2003, 2008 or something. And some of the custom maps that I had was Pimp My Peon, which is just a pimp my car, but you're pimping your peon. Cat and Mouse. I liked Cat and Mouse, but my brother didn't like it so much, probably because I like being the mouse, and I think being the cat kind of sucked. It also wasn't that great two-player, I think. A Life of a Peasant, also known as Lope. I don't remember too much of Life of a Peasant, but I remember playing it. Which is weird. I played it a fair bit, I remember, but can't really tell you too much about what happened. Then there's Real Life. Yeah, I think Real Life... Ooh, it's either Real Life or Life of a Peasant that I'm getting mixed up with. But there's some weird custom games out there, I've got to say. Like, either one of those had a really weird thing in it, and yeah. I think you could own like prostitutes or something, and I remember they used like the Lena character model, I think, or like the fire chick. So weird. I think you could also go to school as well in that game, or one of them. Probably Real Life. Oh yeah, my all-time favorite, Uther Party. Uther Party is so good. I love that. You could like kind of play it single player for like most of the mini games, but yeah, it was so good. I think oh yeah, someone on TikTok actually reminded me of Footman Frenzy, and then that also reminded me of like Don't Click Me, which was like a game where it was just a big chest, and the game would put in chat like, oh you really want to touch the chest, open the chest or whatever, and it was trying to goad you into opening the chest and shit, and that's it. That's literally it. So yeah. Oh, don't you just miss back when you were a kid and you could just waste your time like that, and it was just like, whatever, doesn't matter to me. My next game is Clay Fighter on the N64. I'll level with you though, it was probably an emulator. Don't tell anybody. Yeah. I like playing Clay Fighter. It was a very weird and interesting game, but for some reason my brother like fucking hated that game. I don't know why. Probably because it was the only fighting game that I was actually kind of good at. I don't know. I don't really remember, but I remember thinking that characters are wacky and weird. I think I played like a gooey guy or something. I don't remember too much because I probably played it only briefly, but yeah, Clay Fighter. It's cool. It's cool. Alright, this one a lot of people are gonna recognize. As if you didn't recognize the other ones, but Half-Life 2. I love Half-Life 2. I actually think I'm gonna do a gameplay of it like next, because last time I played Half-Life 2 was probably when I was like, what, 11 or something? I was probably pretty young playing that. But yeah, Half-Life 2 is really good. Really good game. And that's all I have to say about that. Oh, this game really brings me back. Medieval. I know that they recently remade it or remastered it, I think, and I wanted to get it. I just don't have a PS4. Oh no, we do have a PS4, but I'd have to plug it in, and I hate consoles. I hate the part of consoles where you have to plug shit into like TVs and stuff, because I feel like these days plugging anything into a TV is like, it's the worst thing ever. TVs, they're never accessible, they're too fucking big, they're just, there's too many slots, there's too many holes. Forget about it. I want Medieval on PC. But yeah, I love this game. This is a cool game. I need to do a proper playthrough of it. I feel like I mostly just watch my brother play it, but I really like it. I think it's a cute game. Alright, we're about to hit core memory territory. Dead or Alive Ultimate. I am a huge fan of the Dead or Alive games. I'm a huge fan. I love them. I love the beach volleyball games. But Dead or Alive Ultimate was so good. I love the costumes, I love the fighting. I just had a great time playing it. I think my only problem was that our Xbox had an issue where it would, I don't know, it just like turned off a lot and stuff, so it made it like insufferable to play this game. I think it was only with this game though, so it must have been a problem with the CD again. I'm sensing a pattern here. What's wrong with our CDs? Are we not taking care of them? But yeah, I really like this version of Dead or Alive. I think we had some of the other games, but Dead or Alive Ultimate was like an ultimate experience. PlayStation 2. I would say the PlayStation 2, like as a console, was fun to put like CDs in, but the games that were on that console, the common experience that I had was Rage. Donald Duck Quack Attack was aesthetically like a really cute game, but playing it made me experience like anger on a level that I don't think was appropriate for my age. I have this like really I have this prominent memory when it comes to this game where I was sitting in the family room playing it. It was during the day, and I was swearing like a sailor. I was getting so angry playing this game to the point where my dad was like, you need to take a break. If it's making you act this way, you need to stop. And I was like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me that I'm being angry. But I was like, yeah, he is right. I need to stop. This isn't fun. Oh god. Not great. Pajama Sam, specifically Thunder and Lightning. Thunder and Lightning, not so frightening. One of my favorite Pajama Sam games. Actually, what other Pajama Sam games are there? Let me have a look. I have all the games, they're on Steam. Let's see. No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside. I didn't play that one. You Are What You Eat From Your Head to Your Feet. I did end up playing that one, I think, a lot later in life, but I remember I could play the demo, and that was fun. That was good. Remember when games had demos? I guess they still do, but that's how you found out about other games for me, because they'd be like, oh, check out our other games. And I'd be like, parents, get me this game. I need this game. And to continue the theme, the next game is Freddy Fish. Well, it's more of a series. I think out of all the Freddy Fish games, what's my favorite? I think The Case of the Haunted Schoolhouse is like the one I probably played the most. Yeah. And then the Creature of Coral Cove was probably pretty up there with that too. And then I might have played a bit of the Hogfish Rustlers as like a demo, I think. The stolen conch shell. Was the stolen conch shell? Oh, which one was that one? I don't know if I played that one. Did I? I must have, right? I don't remember. No, I don't remember the stolen conch shell. I feel like I should, but oh well. But yeah, so good. I love Freddy Fish. I love that I can play them today as an adult. It's wonderful. Oh, this is a good one. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I think quite a few of the Harry Potter games are pretty fucking good. I did end up getting later on Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix as a game, and that's a good game too. I liked it. I liked it a lot actually. It was a lot more like serious than these kind of ones. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is so funny, so good. And I think it's so fun because like as soon as I get into that game, I'm like running straight for the arena, or like the dueling thing. I remember struggling a lot with like the Quidditch matches. I think especially with like the earlier games too. I think the Philosopher's Stone, yeah, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, man, that had some really unique areas to go into, but at the same time, some of it was really hard. I think Chamber of Secrets was like a lot more palatable for me as a kid. Yeah, I liked that a lot. Of course, I can't talk about games I grew up with without talking about RuneScape. RuneScape was a big part of my life. I never got to be a member. I never got to do like the membership stuff, unfortunately. Unfortunately, my parents didn't love me. No, I think I don't know if a lot of people can relate, but I just had parents that were like, we are not putting our credit card information on the internet. Which is probably a very fair thing to feel about that. So kind of makes sense, but yeah, there's like a whole part of RuneScape I didn't get to experience, which feels kind of bad. You know, you go to school and your teachers are like, we have to be all inclusive of everybody, but then you go home and you play RuneScape and it's so not inclusive. My god. I love it. I love how I used to go to the wilderness and people would just be jumping over the ditch and then jumping back, and I would do that a lot and I'd get so scared. I'd be like, jump back, jump back. Oh, I'm so scared. Yeah. And I think there was a time where I was training my defense in the cow farm at Lumbridge, or like just outside of Lumbridge. And that was the main way I trained to be able to get like, I think it was Guthix armor or something. Yeah. Again, don't you miss when you could just waste your time for like forever and it didn't matter? Of course, I can't mention RuneScape without mentioning Club Penguin. I freaking love Club Penguin. I think what was so cool about that is like me and my best friend would just get on Skype and we'd play this game, and it was awesome. It was so good. And I remember when we'd find things that like were like kind of little secrets before you could just look everything up on like the internet. I know like we were on the internet, but I remember going through the books in the library, and when you read the Rockhopper book, when you get to the end, it gives you a friendship bracelet. I remember being like, oh my god, yo, I just got this for free. Come to the library, come to the library. So good. And I really do attribute a lot of those typing games on Club Penguin with like the books. That really helped me a lot when it came to learning how to touch type. So it's like educational as well. It's like fun and educational. Like, what more could you want? And I'm pretty sure now you can still play Club Penguin actually. I think it's called Club Penguin Rewritten. It's like some fans have tried to revive the game and stuff, and you can download it as like an app and play it on your computer and stuff. Yeah. That's awesome. Next game is Super Smash Bros. Melee. Melee? Yeah. Another, like, N64 game that I, emulated, I think? Maybe? Yeah, so good. I was only able to play this game playing as Kirby. Yeah. It's pretty bad. I think, what's his name? Ness? He pissed me off real bad. That guy always pissed me off. But Kirby was my favorite. Even, like, Yoshi as well. I like Yoshi. Yeah, it was good. I think it was just Super Smash Bros. I don't know if it was Melee. But it was whatever was on the Nintendo 64. This is a game that I never meet anyone else who's played it, but No One Lives Forever 2. I played No One Lives Forever 1, but I prefer 2. I think 2 is such an awesome game. I actually have a playlist of gameplay on my gaming channel, where I played through it recently on hard difficulty. So good. Such a good game. You get to be a spy, but you're like a woman, and you're like hot and cool, and you're like British, and her name's also Kate. What could be more fun? I like it. It is a good game. It's funny. It's cool. It's enjoyable. Like I said, I want more. Alright, we're about to go on a rant here. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. Xbox. Only on the Xbox. I love this game. I know. I love this game. I'm gonna come out and say it. I was a big fan of this game. I think the volleyball game itself, really fun. It can actually be quite challenging against the AI. I think that's cool. But in this game in particular, you could change their nail polish. You could give them like sandals to wear as well. Kind of cool. I think a lot of the swimsuits were so memorable for me in like the way that they looked, like the design and stuff, which I thought was really cool. And oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but in the opening cutscene, Lei Fang is giving, I think, Kasumi or Hitomi like a strawberry to eat. She's like hand feeding her a strawberry. And I remember seeing this, and I think whoever the character was that was eating it really likes strawberries, and I remember I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna love strawberries then. If she likes strawberries, I like strawberries. I don't know. Positive role models, am I right or am I right? But when I was a kid, I also played this and I was like, I like how they can come together and just have fun at the beach, you know, and they're not like angry with each other. You can give them gifts, you can go to the casino. Oh my god, the slot machines on this fucking game. Oh, I wish they brought the slot machines to the Extreme 3 game, but they didn't. Why didn't they do that? The slot machines were kind of OP, actually. Sometimes they were like ridiculous. But I wish they brought them to the next game. But yeah, that's a game I grew up playing, and I wouldn't have it any other way because I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. And you know, I feel like I was so lucky when I was in Japan when Extreme 3 released. I got to buy the collector's edition in Japan. The only downside is that everything is in Japanese, but I had to resort to using like Google Translate's like photo feature to like understand anything in the menu. Yeah, that's good. It's a good game. I like Extreme 3. Again, I really like the volleyball game. It's a really fun game to play. Alright, the next game is Mario Kart 64. Love this game. I love a lot of the maps. I think some of the, like, the most memorable ones for me is definitely like Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road was a whole vibe. And I really like the music on that map too. And then I think that whole cup was really good. I think it starts off with it wasn't Bowser, it was like Wario's sort of like dirt bike thing. And then, oh man, I don't remember. I think it might be the haunted place with the bats and stuff, and then I don't remember the rest, but those are some good maps too. I think there was good maps all around on Mario Kart 64. The Cooper Beach or whatever it's called, that was super memorable for me too. I love that one. I love the aesthetics. The aesthetics are good. The maps are fun. It's a good game. Mario Kart 64. It's probably the only Mario Kart I actually like. I don't like Mario Kart anymore. I don't know why, but when I play the Mario Kart on like the Switch 1, by the way, it's just like hard to look at anything. It's like there's so much going on that it's like visual diarrhea to me. I can't focus when I play it, and I feel like every time I play the Mario Kart on the Switch, it feels like there's a whole bunch of mechanics I just don't know about. You know, you gotta do all like the drifting and shit, and it's like I try to do it, but I guess I just don't do it right or something. I suck at Mario Kart. That's why I don't like it. Alright, we got The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, which... another confession. I never could finish this game because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't know. It was hard. Yeah. My favorite part of this game was just cheating to get all the masks, and then I would just put on the Zora mask and just swim everywhere. I'd swim in the Zora base. The place where the Zora people lived, such a cool environment. I loved like all the different like environments in this game. I think it's so creative, so interesting. It just, yeah, and like the little tower with the stargazing and stuff, like it's like the Astral Observatory, I think. There's just so much like cool music, cool vibes, super mystical, and oh, and then the fairy fountains. I don't know if that was Majora's Mask exactly, but you know, they really did some major trend setting with the Zelda games. Yeah, super awesome, man. Really great stuff. But yeah, I like Majora's Mask. I just never really finished it. I can still love it. And then there's Ocarina of Time. Yeah, Ocarina of Time. I love that game. Once again, don't think I finished it, but what I did play, I enjoyed a lot. Again, loved the Zora area. Like when you go to the waterfall in the Zora area, and you can go like diving into the water, and you can like fish for things. Oh my god, please! Please! I love that stuff. So much cool shit. And like the desert has like some really great music as well. Although I remember like the DQ tree kind of scared me a lot as a kid because it had those like spider things on the inside. Yeah, but such a great game. I love that stuff. Alright, next we have Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Love that game. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I didn't play the other ones, but I think this one appealed to me a lot because it was like more like 3D instead of the other ones, which looked like, I don't even know how you say it, isometric or whatever. Yeah. So I really like this game. RCT3. I love it. I think a lot of the time people didn't like my park and left angrily and probably really hungry, but since then I got really into Planet Coaster, and as an adult love playing Planet Coaster. I think it's awesome. It's a really good step up, to be honest, because you play like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 now and it's like yeah, it's aged a bit. It's aged a bit, but I like the way that they did everything. I like... Oh, you know what? There's some really cool builds people can make in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. There's some really cool builds that I had no idea you could do. But if you look it up on like YouTube, there's so many cool things. Oddworld. Abe's Odyssey. I think there's a few Abe's Odyssey type games. I don't remember all the all the names, but Abe's Odyssey is the one that I remember the best, I think. Yeah, Abe's Odyssey was difficult for me to play. I definitely tried a lot, and I tried to play, and I don't think I managed to save a lot of the other dudes, but yeah. I think one of the cutest things about that is when you crouch as Abe and you can like, I think you can like tumble, like move while crouched, and it's so cute. Yeah. Really interesting game. Very, I don't know what the lore is. I don't understand like what it's even about really, but it was a vibe playing it. Alright, we have Super Mario 64, which was pretty good. A pretty good game. I had a lot of fun with it. I like the icy areas. There's this icy area where like there's a penguin or like a mother penguin, and then you can like go down like all these slopes and stuff and go. It's like an ice slide, and the ice slide was like my favorite thing to do over and over again. I want to go on the slide. And then there was one place in Peach's castle where there was a wing with her windows of her in it, and if you jump through one of the windows you get to go down another slide. So I love the slides. The Sims 2. Obsessed. I love The Sims 2. The Sims 2 is fantastic. I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and I bought the whatever that you can get on Steam now, and I didn't have any problems with it. But I think what I've like noticed with The Sims 2 that's so different to The Sims 3, which is like a lot of stuff, but the main thing is that The Sims 2 is so micromanagey. You have to do so much to manage all the different Sims, and they're not as autonomous as they are in Sims 3. And I noticed that pretty quickly, and I kind of went, oh, you know, I want to play this without using cheats, because when I was a kid, any game that had cheats, I was like, I'm here for it, you know. I used to cheat in Minecraft as well. So, you know. So I wanted to play without him, and it's like, damn, this is actually, like, I'm sitting here clicking, like, really intensely, like, oh my god, they're sad. You have to do your homework. Yeah. Love The Sims 2, though. Pokemon Snap on the N64. This is one of those games where, like, I kind of just opened it not really knowing, like, what it was or how to play. And then I'd be playing this game, snapping the Pokemon, and I'd be like, what am I doing? Like, what, like, am I winning? Am I doing this right? And I kind of just like the vibe of being on this track and just taking pictures, like it's a safari, I guess. It was a good vibe, but I don't know if I did play it properly or whatever. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Love this game. You know what? I gotta say it like this. My mom may not have great taste in men, but I would like to thank my mum's boyfriend at the time giving us this game. Mum's boyfriend, shout out. Shout out to my mum's ex-boyfriend who was like, oh, I think your kids are gonna love this game. He was right. He was straight up right. Yeah, Oblivion was such a fucking good game. I think what made it so much more like addicting for me is the fact that it would crash all the bloody time. So it'd be like, no, it just crashed, I have to open and get back my progress. It was like, it felt like I couldn't have it, so then I wanted to play it like even more. And you know, the remake or remaster just came out recently, and I like it. I know a lot of people are upset about like the body type issue or something, or people are upset about the graphics. They added some voice acting to it, which I actually thought fit in well. I think it's nice, and I like kind of seeing it with some added stuff, you know, which I feel like is like a hot take almost. Like, I actually like some of the changes they made. I think, yeah, it's gonna be different to like the original. It's gonna look different, but I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind it. And you know what I think as well is that what is so cool about like the remaster is that ever since I've been playing Oblivion when I was a kid, I always thought to myself like, man, I wish this game was just like a little bit more stable, you know? I wish that there was like something about it where like they just fixed it. And I was told growing up, they're never gonna do anything else with this game. Give up, idiot. They don't care about Oblivion, idiot. And boy, were they wrong. So, I'm right. Yeah. Yeah. Next game is Unreal Tournament. Now, I've played all of the Unreal Tournament games, but UT 1999, really good one. I really like that one. Let's see, I played Unreal Gold. Unreal Gold, I think, was more of like a storyline campaign. If my memory serves, we usually played it like with people, and it was like a co-op thing. Let's see. I don't think I played Unreal 2: The Awakening. Definitely played 2004. I don't remember Black Edition, but then Unreal Tournament Game of the Year. Definitely played that one. Ah, I love it. It's so good. Such a fun game. There's this one map where if you put someone in there and you close the button, you press the button to close the door, they like get really big and they explode. That was always so hilarious. I remember when I think whenever we play on that map, we were all just trying to get each other in that room just so we could do that. And it was a battle of like who could get in and out the quickest. So fun. Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I only remember like these creepy things and having like a lightning gun or like a really interesting gun that you could use. I don't really remember much else about this game, but I remember being very creeped out when you get to like the sort of lab areas. Yeah. But again, it's not a game that I want to replay and see how that goes. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. One of the only Star Wars games that I have played, unfortunately, because I think there's some pretty good ones out there. People always tell me that, what was it, KOTOR? KOTOR or something was pretty good, but I haven't played any of the other Jedi Star Wars games. I don't know if any of them are worth playing, but I love Jedi Academy. I think it's so fun. And the Jedi Academy deathmatch, like local deathmatch you can do, so funny. So funny. Age of Mythology. I never played like Kingdom Empires or whatever the fuck it's called. Age of Empires. I don't know what it's called, but it's something like that. I never played that. I played Age of Mythology. Yeah. I had a lot of fun playing this as a kid, but I usually like to play it like single custom sort of maps. Like I didn't play the campaign once again. I don't know what it was, but as a kid I was super intimidated by the campaigns of games. I think as a kid I always felt like I wasn't ready for them. I wasn't like prepared. I couldn't do it, which is interesting, but I had a good time playing this game. I really liked when they came out with the Titans. That's a fun part of it too. But I think something embarrassing kind of happened is that I guess I never really played this game super strategically or properly, which seems to be a habit of mine, but years and years ago I tried playing it with one of my friends where I was like, oh, I have Age of Mythology, I used to play that, and he was like, oh cool, let's play it, I guess. And then we started a game and he like wrecked me in like 5 minutes or something, and he was like, I think you should play the campaign before we play again, because yeah, I think you'd benefit from like learning the mechanics and stuff. And I remember being like, oh well, I mean, I had a good time, but I don't know. It was kind of It's kind of awkward. The Curse of Monkey Island. Love the aesthetics of this game. It's one of those puzzle ones, isn't it? Yeah. I think I might have tried playing it recently, like when I say recently, maybe like a few years ago. And I think I lost interest pretty quickly, but I remember playing it with my brother. He probably did most of the playing, if I'm being honest, but I remember when you get to like the last fight, when you're fighting on like the pirate ship, I remember you're basically trying to beat him by talking and choosing like the right dialogue, I think. And that's where we learned the word touche. That's where I learned the word touche anyway. I was like, what is touche? What does that mean? Touche. I don't know why that's such like a key part of like my memory of this game, but touche. That didn't make sense. Heretic 2. I never played Heretic 1 from my memory, but Heretic 2 had some really cool stuff in it. Really cool like abilities and such. I really enjoyed it. I think I remember more like multiplayer in some ways, but it was so long ago. It's like I don't remember much about it. I remember thinking like the walking sounds were pretty cool. That's like something where I'd hear it and it felt right to my ears. It was like a satisfying sound effect, I think. I think that's like something that really stuck out to me, but mostly that and the magic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's magic in this game. There's like magic. I think there was like a sort of swampy level, something sort of swampy or misty or something. I don't really remember too much about it, but I should watch gameplay of it because I would like to remember. Reciteer, an item shop's tale. This was... I don't know how I got this game. I don't know why. I think my brother was like, oh, you should play this, and I did. And another game that oh yeah, I think I did finish it actually, but the dungeoning part, the dungeoning aspect, I was not good at it. I didn't like it. It was bleh. I sucked at it. Probably because I kept playing as fucking Louis, and I didn't ever switch to any of the other people, I think. Yeah. It's a fun game. It was good. I enjoyed having a shop, owning a shop, and selling people shit, trying to upsell my shit to mothers. I think mothers were always looking for like food items or something. And I'm like, yeah, you can buy my little bread that I found in this dungeon. It's gonna cost you like 40p though. Zombie Panic Sauce. I love this game. I don't think words can put in how much of an impact this game probably had on my life. It's a multiplayer like zombie game. Probably think like what's that other one? Ugh. I don't remember what the other zombie game is called. It's fuck, what's it called? What's it called? I think it starts with a P. It's not like Outbreak or something terrible like that. Out? No. I don't know. Anyway, all you have to know is that Zombie Panic Sauce is an epic game that uses the Source engine, I guess. And you can either play as a zombie or a survivor. And I always thought that was a really cool aspect of it, where you're actually like controlled by, or the zombies are controlled by actual people. And you can play maps either where you have to do objectives, or maps where you have to just survive, like a deathmatch type thing. I really wish this game was more popular. It definitely fell off, unfortunately. And it's a shame because I think they've done so many updates to the game. They've done so much to it, and there's a lot of people who still really love it, but unfortunately it just I have 611 hours in it. Oh my god. Yeah, unfortunately, people just don't really play it, I guess. At least not in Australia. That really sucks, because I love this game. I have so many good memories playing this game. I met my first internet friend group playing this game, so it was really good. Counter-Strike Source. This is probably more something I played at like LAN parties than playing it just like on my lonesome. I couldn't do surf maps, and I think by the time I started playing this, or I even like bothered to, all the servers were just surfing maps, or surf servers, whatever. Yeah. I think I really like Counter-Strike Source because you can play like these mini game maps, I think, or there was one where it was like there was all these like floating sort of things, or there was these structures that were supported by like pillars, and one team had to shoot the pillars and try and knock them over, and the other team had to like jump to the other pillars and try to survive as long as they could. Those were always so fun as well. Ooh, Left 4 Dead 1. I recently started playing Left 4 Dead 2 again because I love Left 4 Dead. I am obsessed with like the lore, the comics that they had. I think that I'm so sad that there's probably never going to be another Left 4 Dead, you know? Like Left 4 Dead 3 was supposed to be like an open world game set in Monaco or something. Like in some cases I'm like, maybe it's for the best they didn't do it, but I'm pretty upset about it still. I really love Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 1 was such a cool, I don't know, such a cool game. I really liked it. I loved playing it with my family. And I think like it's really cool when you can get these games that sort of bring everyone together and you can play it with your friends. You can just have a really good time with it. And I think with the addition of like the workshop, it's so funny. It's so fun to play. I love Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 1, Left 4 Dead 2. I love both the games. But obviously since Left 4 Dead 1 is like packaged with Left 4 Dead 2, it's like, why would you get Left 4 Dead 1? Gary's mod. Yep, I played a lot of Gary's mod. A lot. I played the one before, like the one that's on Steam now, but the older one I played, like I don't know what happened, but I swear it was like Gary's Mod 8 or something. I don't remember what version it was. But it could have been just like an older version, but it was a game that was in my Steam library, and then like suddenly it was like not. And then we had this different Gary's Mod or something. I don't know. Yeah, I have 2,666 hours in Gary's Mod. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway, the older Gary's Mod, because there is an older version that I remember that you cannot get unless it's just this one but updated, but that doesn't make sense because it was in my library, so this new Gary's Mod I had to buy. I didn't own it. So I don't know what happened, but the older one was really interesting. I would play like roleplay. It was just like RP. But it wasn't like the RP on the current Gary's Mod. No. This was you didn't even have a fizz gun in this game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was like, it's super old. Or maybe it's just the server I was playing on. But dude, there's some drama there. I was probably like 12, and on this RP server I always went on, I remember there was an IKEA on the map. That's something I remember. There was a pizza shop, and there was a little vending machine that would pop out little pizzas. And I had beef with some chick named Moon Bunny. It's so weird. I don't know why, because there was some guy on the server who, him and Moon Bunny were like friends, but then we would hang out on the server and she got like super jealous. I don't know. Moon Bunny was out here beefing with a 12-year-old. Yeah. So that was a weird time in my life, but I don't know, everything with Garry's Mod was probably a very weird time with my life. But I miss doing like Death Run. I miss like the state of Dark RP. It used to be a lot more creative, I think. But Dark RP has really just like devolved into farm lots of money by either mining or making drugs, and then gang wars. And I'm not to say it wasn't like that before, but it definitely just became very boring, I think. And then like Trouble in Terrorist Town, I never really liked that. That was an annoying game mode, I think. I didn't enjoy it. I don't mind playing Prop Hunt, I suppose. Prop Hunt is okay. It's alright. And Sled Build. I love Sled Build. I really, really like that one. You just sit in like a lobby with people, you build sleds and you race each other. And you can build sleds out of like anything. Like sure, there's some objects that are a bit more like better with sled building, but come on, it's Sled Build, it's so fun. But the things that you can do in Garry's Mod, there's just so much you can do. Again, I wish it had more people, I wish it was more alive than it is. That's like the worst part of these games, is that they're always so fun. You can have endless enjoyment with them, but people get tired of it. People go to other games, and yeah, I don't even know if they're coming out with a new Garry's Mod. I don't know if Garry's making a new Garry's Mod. Yeah, who knows? Probably, like, what's the point? If they haven't updated, like, the Half-Life engine or whatever, what's the point? Portal. We have Portal 1 and Portal 2. I love Portal 1 and 2. I think Portal 1, to be honest, was a lot more, like, spookier, grittier, or something. Or I think it spooked me a lot more. When I played Portal 2, I was a lot older, and I remember I stayed up waiting for it to come out, and then I played it all night, and I finished it in like 7 hours. But Portal 2 was a really good game, a really good sequel. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think it was good. Fallout 3. I think it's so hard going back to that game, but at the time it was fine. It was dodgy and glitchy. But I like playing Fallout 3. I liked it. Yeah, I think I didn't really pay as much attention to the story as other people, so that's probably why I'm like, oh yeah, Fallout 3 is like cool. And I guess when I think back on it, it's a little bit like, whatever. As far as story goes, it's like, nah, okay. I think Fallout New Vegas has a lot better narrative stuff, but everyone thinks that anyway, right? Fallout 3 has some pretty bad plot parts to it, so yeah, it is what it is. I still enjoyed it as a game, but I definitely could not go back to it in today's day and age. Even today, going back to New Vegas, it can take a minute to get used to like the mouse and stuff on it, or like just how you control like the player character. That being said, I think they are teasing a Fallout 3 remake, I think. And probably because like the Oblivion remaster, I think, was very successful. So Plants vs. Zombies. I also had this on Nintendo DS. Love this game. I actually really want to get a tattoo of the sunflower. I really like the sunflower, it's so cute. And I wouldn't mind a tattoo of that. But I'm super indecisive as a person, so everyone always like asks me like, oh, would you get it like colored? Would you get it like just shaded, black and white? Where would you put it? And I'm like, I don't know. I just know that I want it, but I don't know where I want it. I don't know how I want it. So, probably not gonna happen, but I really like it. Yeah, I think, oh, the marigolds are pretty cute as well, but I prefer the sunflower. The sunflower is like iconic. But yeah, I never played the Garden Warfare one. I don't really know. I don't know why they went in that direction. I guess it's kind of like, oh well, you already have Plants vs Zombies, the tower defense one, I guess. So why would we do that again? But I really liked how it was. I didn't think they needed to make it like a fucking FPS PvP like type of thing. Really not interesting to me. I love this game. Oof, Gex, Enter the Gecko. This game, I will say, love a lot of the, like, the aesthetics in it, but however, comma, it did not age very well. I think there's like a super racist like Chinese level or Chinese themed level or something where Gex like literally says, well, you can probably imagine what Gex says. I think that's what happens, and yeah, I don't know, different time I suppose, but it's interesting to think about. That being said, I'd probably still play it again. Yeah, because it was a fun game. Good game. I like it. Okay, we're gonna transport back to when I was like a kid. Mickey's Wild Adventure. Holy shit. This game pissed me off. This is another one of those games that Ragey Me came out. Yeah, not good at all. But it was incredibly addicting. I don't know why, but I just couldn't stop. But it made me very angry. Alright, Destruction Derby on the N64. That was another one that I like just went, oh, I remember that. It's basically just cars just like ramming into each other until they blow up. Which is pretty funny if you think about it. I'm just like in a little arena with a whole bunch of AI cars and we're all just trying to run into each other. It's like, what the hell? This is a game, I guess. It's fun. I think Germa would like this game. And then we have Mirror's Edge, home of the red paint, home of the go here idiot, which I really needed help with. I love the aesthetic of the game. I love so much about it. I think the story is pretty cool, pretty interesting, and yeah, I like it. Also cool animation, like cutscenes as well. Very unique game, I would say. I never played the second one, because I think there is a second one. Again, I don't actually know if I finished this game. I got really close, I think, but then I think I just lost interest. Yeah. I don't know. This game was like so cool with like the parkour and stuff. Yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I enjoyed it, but there was definitely some levels where I really struggled to figure it out. Even with all the help, I was like, the fuck? There's like one level where you're in like a really narrow maintenance hallway, and there's like pipes that you have to jump up onto, and you have to jump from the wall to the pipe or something, and I think that's how it goes, and I couldn't figure that out. But yeah, and then there's like one scene where you have to run through like a mole, I think. I gotta play it again. But yeah, I was not good at this. Then we have Soldier of Fortune 2, which is what I grew up playing. I probably played more of like the deathmatch or like the yeah, killing your local buddies on this. I don't think I remember really playing anything else with this. I think I did. Pretty sure there's a campaign, but honestly couldn't tell you what it's about. All I remember is just I shoot people and bing, pew pew, bang bang, I got you. I got you, you're dead. So, I don't know, but I remember playing it. I remember being in the jungle or something. The UI, I recently replayed it last year, like, as a local thing. And the UI is like, I like the UI a lot. It's like really unique. It's really interesting. So going back to that and seeing all that stuff, I was like, I like this. I like this a lot. Like aesthetically, really cool. Yeah. So anyway, that was a lot of the games I grew up with. It's probably not an over-encompassing list. I tried my best because my original TikTok that I did, I only listed probably like 5 or 6 games, and then after like reading some of the comments, I was like, oh, you know, I think I'm remembering some other ones now, and you know, it's cool to share the stuff that I grew up playing. I think I don't normally talk about this stuff, but yeah. And then there's like so many other games. Like if you wanted to ask me, what games do you play now? Well, lately I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm still playing some more Left 4 Dead 2. I don't know why I keep coming back to it, as if I haven't played it enough already. I have 308 hours in it. That's not a lot of time for me, but yeah. I used to play the shit out of 7 Days to Die. I have 1,387 hours. I love 7 Days to Die. I love it. I love it. Been playing it since like Alpha 11, I think? Alpha 11? Alpha 12? Maybe? So I really like that. Not too long ago I replayed Alice Madness Returns, which is very nice. I haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3 yet, but I'm in Act 3, but it's taking a while to get there. I recently played Beyond Two Souls as well. That's on my gaming channel. That was pretty fun. It was nice to revisit that because I got it when it first came out, and replaying it, I was like, some stuff here that I didn't really notice. I used to be a big player of Dead by Daylight. I have 1,000 hours in that. I used to be big on that. Not anymore. I have Dead or Alive 5 Last Round. It's a fun game. I haven't played that in a while. I haven't played that in a minute. It's almost been a year. Don't Starve Together. I love playing that with people. That is super fun. Love that. And then, let's see, in the regular Oblivion, it says I have 324 hours. I have 75 in the remaster. My god. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Oblivion. I'm obsessed. I only have 19 hours in Skyrim. I didn't really finish Skyrim. I didn't really play it a lot. Yeah, I just didn't play it that much. I should give it another go though. I've tried playing it like twice, and it just never really sticks for me. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because it's not a bad game necessarily. I think it's got good ambience. It's a good game. But it hasn't really caught my attention too much, I suppose. I have to say, I really like Fallout 4. I know, a lot of people like Fallout 4. Ew. Listen, I don't like it for like the case of like story. I don't like the story. The story is stupid. The factions are stupid. That being said, I have almost 600 hours in it because I love the settlements. I love settlement building. Ugh. I love it. I don't know why. I just do. And the mods. I love the mods. I have 153 hours in New Vegas. Kill. Oh yeah, I recently played Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. Yeah, I guess like it's interesting, isn't it? There's a lot of games that are coming out that are just like being remade, remastered, and super psyched that Lollipop Chainsaw came back. Like actually like really psyched about that. I'm happy with it. I played it. It was good. These days I've got to get back into it, but Project Zomboid. I've been playing the Unstable beta, but the last time I played it was January 18th, so I haven't played it in a minute. I hope it's going good. It's been a while since the 42 Unstable's been out. I wonder when multiplayer is gonna come out because I really want to play that with people. I really want to do that. I love Project Zomboid. Oh, Repo. I played Repo with my friends recently. I enjoy that game. I think it's good. They're coming out with updates. That's cool. Resident Evil 2, I recently played through in March. I didn't expect to love this game so much, but I really like Resident Evil 2. It's the remake, by the way. Not the original. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is such a good game. I love it. I love it. It's a fantastic. I honestly couldn't give it more praise. I really loved it. Yeah. I didn't expect to. I never played a Resident Evil game before, but people told me to play it, so I did. And I loved it. Then we have The Sims 2 and 3. Yep. Sons of the Forest. I have 350 hours in Sons of the Forest. Listen. I have a love-hate relationship with Sons of the Forest. It's not the same as the first game, like of course it's not gonna be, but there's definitely some like core aspects that are missing. It's not as scary as the first game. I feel like, yeah, I think it's hard because they give you like a shotgun in that game, and at first the shotgun was like OP as fuck, dude. And now they nerfed the shotgun so much that the shotgun is like stupid and pointless. Just don't give us a shotgun, I think. Just don't do it. Don't do it. We don't deserve the shotgun. It makes the game too easy. And then if you nerf the shotgun, then it's just stupid. I have 586 hours in Stardew Valley, but I am looking forward to doing another playthrough of that. I love Stardew Valley. I love it. Yeah, Stardew Valley's great. I like it. And that's basically the games that I've been playing sort of recently, but yeah, I'll admit, I've been playing a lot of Teamfight Tactics lately. I wasn't gonna play any more League of Legends, but I'm back to it. But with the TFT and like the special game modes, not like the normals and ranked. Fuck that. Fuck that stuff. I can't be bothered. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope maybe some people could relate to it. Some people could remember some other things in their childhood, you know? What did you grow up with? I don't know, but I hope y'all had a good time remembering the good old days. Ain't nothing like the good old days, am I right, guys? Alright, well, I'll see you guys next week for whatever I end up thinking about doing. Alright, bye!